Okay, can you hear me? Yeah, okay, yours isn't on mute. Can you hear me? Yes? Yeah, I mine was on mute. My mouse had died, but I don't know. Let me see. Okay, say something. Okay, go. You want me to go ahead and start without? Okay. Welcome everybody to Let's Talk Autism. Today is Sunday the 15th. I hope everyone's doing well. Nita is working on her sound. How is everybody? For you who don't know, I'm Linda. I'm one of the admins here at at Autism and US. And you guys can hear me, right? You just can't hear Nita. Hey Sonia. Hey Spencer. Hey Teresa and Cynthia. How is everyone? Okay, she's working on it now.
Can you hear
Oh,
me?
yep, we can hear you. Or I can
Okay.
hear you. Yeah.
Don't laugh at me when I come back.
Why? What's gonna be different? Hey, we can hear you though.
I Now this is Ariana's computer, okay? I was on her computer and her settings are I don't know.
It's cute.
Hush.
Oh. Let me send this to Charles.
Yeah, so y'all know she's a gamer, so this is oh goodness gracious.
I don't know what to expect.
So I hope everybody is doing okay. I wanted to say too, because I had quite a few inboxes that I realized I had. Facebook somehow um, it messed up my inboxes. So people was usually in contact with before they went into either the spam inbox or not connected inbox. So I was looking at inboxes from way back in December. And I do apologize. I did inbox a couple of people like Camille. Um, so I apologize if you have inboxed and I have not gotten back to you. I'm still going through some things in the inbox. But anyway, I hope everyone is doing okay. If you are brand new to our Let's Talk Autism session, this is open discussion where we talk about anything autism and our journeys with our loved ones. I'm Nita, for those of you who don't know me. And there's Mr. Charles.
Hey,
Hi, Anita
Charles.
and Linda and everyone.
Hey.
Hello. Linda had a great topic. You wanna
Yeah.
share?
Yeah. Sorry. Today's topic is parenting, parenting autism, whether it is single parent, both parents, or co-parenting, and how you do it, and what successes have you had, and what problems have you had. Hey, Pam.
Hi, Teresa. Well, I can kick this off by mentioning my daughter, who's raised two children as a single parent, and my grandson, we believe, is on the spectrum, although he's never been evaluated. And but she's done a terrific job of raising him all by herself. Yeah. Since she and her children's father divorced when the time McKenna was, I think, 4 years old, Ronan was 2, and his father has hardly ever been part of his life since then. So, yeah.
And did you raise your daughter with her mom, or was it
Yeah,
just you?
we raised her together. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, Judy died by the time Dorothy was a young woman and was already married.
Okay.
How was it parenting, you and her parenting together with, I don't know, you weren't diagnosed yet, but did you have any more difficulties than you think with the autism, with you having autism?
I probably did. I'm sure, in some ways it would have been easier if I did not. But, the thing is, Dorothy and I bonded early, and we always were close as father and daughter. And in fact, she actually was the first one to suspect that I might have autism. She watched the movie Rain Man and started to encourage me to watch the movie, and finally I did. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Pam.
I thought it was a filter at first when you first popped back on.
No, actually, those headphones look kind of phony.
They did. Yeah, I thought they were. I thought it was a filter. Like, I didn't know they were real.
Yeah, bunny ears.
They're
I
cute.
guess these are bunnies. I don't know.
Spencer says, I do it by myself with my wife because Joshua's mom is not in the picture much. We use redirecting, are firm with Joshua, and he listens pretty good.
That's good.
That's good. That's good.
However, Joshua doesn't listen to his birth mom hardly at all.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And the thing is, Judy had her challenges, her set of challenges, and it seemed to go back to a delay in getting her breathing when she was at the time of her birth.
Mm-hmm.
And part of it was the shortage of medical personnel stateside because so many doctors and nurses were in the battlefield in World War II.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Pam. Well, this isn't over Zoom anyway. This is over Facebook.
Mr. Charles. Okay. So anyone else? Oh, go ahead.
What about Pam? Pam has she's dual parent. How does that work for you, Pam? It seems like everything is working out well there. She said, I hear Sammy.
Oh yeah, Sammy's had to put him in the basement. He just came outside. He was just woo 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 all over the place. He done ate. I thought he was settled down, but now I'm thinking he was barking at the furnace.
Oh, he's like DeAndre. DeAndre didn't like the furnace down
Right.
before, huh?
Right.
Hey,
Like, be
hey,
quiet.
Rusty. Didn't you say he would go turn the heater off?
Yeah,
If he
DeAndre.
heard it
Yep.
on?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
He sure did. Yeah, but now he doesn't even think about it.
Yeah. Oh, finally, huh? It's
Yeah.
funny how when we look back and we think of the things that bothered them and like, oh, how they're ever going to get over it.
Right.
But then you look back and remember like, oh yeah, they used to do this.
And he would go and cut it off. He would even turn off the emergency switch on the actual furnace. He would go in the furnace room and cut it off because it was just like a light switch. He would just cut it off.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
He was like, I ain't playing. We are having my daughter test it for good measure.
That's good. Yeah,
Okay.
ain't gonna hurt nothing.
Check out Nita. What is
Gattaca.
that?
You look like
Gattaca?
Gattaca.
Gattaca.
I love
So
it, LOL.
I can share a little bit about um parenting, co-parenting. So I guess most of you know that DeAndre, we're still married on paper, but we are separated. Two different households. So we co-parent DeAndre since he was like 3 years old. And actually it works out really well. We work good together. We get along. So I haven't had any problems. He uh, takes DeAndre when needed, and vice versa. I handle all of the medical and therapy, though. That's my department, and I feel better doing that. I don't know, for some reason. I just don't trust him, you know. He's great in other areas, but when it comes to, the doctor's appointments and the therapy appointments, IEP meetings, I have to be there. I have to be the one there. But
Be
other than
for your own peace of mind that you're getting the information directly.
yeah, I
Yeah.
guess that's it. Because then it's hard for him. Because when he has taken DeAndre to the doctor,
Mhm.
he'll come back and he'll explain some things, and sometimes I'll be like, "What are you talking about?" And I
Mhm.
still have to call and make sure he's relaying, what the doctor has told him
Mhm.
correctly. So, but yeah, I just feel better doing it myself. I'll handle it. I mean,
Yeah, Roxy, you're talking about single parenting, co-parenting, and issues like that with autism.
oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. So that's the gist of it. We have a great, co-parenting relationship. So
Yeah, I can just tell that from the whole way you talk about things with your estranged husband. I can tell that. Yeah.
and I've said this plenty of times, and not knocking anybody else, but it really works out because when I need a break, he's over there at his other house with Dad. So, it really works out for me.
Yeah, that's rough though when the other parent makes no effort
Right, right.
and is not playing the same team with you.
Mhm.
Yeah, and we've heard a lot of parents in the group who have that issue where the other parent is not participating. Even Spencer here, where the mom's not too involved.
Mhm.
That's got to be hard.
And where it could be hard with even a neurotypical child, it's
Yeah,
way more difficult
yep,
with autism because you have just
definitely.
it almost is just working against you, and them not really fully understanding.
Hmm.
Yeah, and in
Um,
some ways, even though Judy and I stayed together, some ways I dealt with that with her with Dorothy that she really left most of the work up to me,
Okay.
and I felt I wasn't always playing. She and I weren't always playing on the same team, but
So y'all
hey,
had
Victoria.
different views, different parenting views, or
yeah.
yeah, okay.
And to this date, when Dorothy speaks of mom, she's referring to my late second wife, Heloise. She refers
Ah,
to her mother as bio mom.
well, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's good that she did have that comfort of a mother, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so Sonia says, we're both here. However, I do this alone. How do you make things work? Like any tips? Pam says, my husband tries hard. He's not much help most of the time. He has a stressful job, so I feel like he doesn't do much when he gets home. When I tell him that, he gets mad at me. I would have to do a
On.
live on. Yeah, I didn't see the do. Okay, so I don't have I would have to do a live on that. Has been
Has
that way
been that
since
way.
the beginning.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That's rough, and I can kind of understand. Of course, he does work hard, but you know, even and of course, I'm retired now, but I've worked for 45 years and computer software engineer, and I know sometimes that way, but still, we got to realize that we still need to pitch in, and the kids are a shared responsibility.
Yep. Yep. Definitely. But some parents, they get stressed out easily in certain situations. Um, you know, that's just, and some parents I've even heard that they just can't deal with, especially with autism. It just gets so stressful, they just turn their back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Sonia, again, she said, we're both here. However, I do it alone. I asked how, or any tips, or how does she do it? She says she stays patient, firm, and tries to stay positive. Self-care helps also.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Self-care. Definitely.
Is that DeAndre?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's back
Yeah.
there in his room.
I get a break once a month for 2 hours when they go to church, respite night.
Okay. So you do it all by yourself, totally alone, Foxy?
With 2 on the spectrum.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's, you're to be commended just for the fact that you're, doing so well, given what you have, and given what you have on your plate there, you know.
She wants all the perks of Joshua, but no work, and see him when it's convenient for her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's really hard too, when she wants to be the fun parent, or the parent,
Right.
who gets to do those fun things and none of the discipline and none of the regular habits, schedules, and patterns, things like that. Not the parent having to say no. Hey, Lorienda.
Hi, Lorienda.
Hey, Lorienda. How are you?
Joshua says Kansas City mom, papaya mom.
Well, yeah, Kansas City mom. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, same idea.
Yes. And I have to say, Foxy Roxy, just looking at your babies, they are always well dressed, clean, looking good, happy, always in the
Yep,
activities. You're doing a great job.
exactly.
Mhm.
You are. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're always participating in extra
Yes,
curricular things.
curricular activities. Yeah, she keeps them
hmm
busy. She keeps them busy.
Um, their biofather lives back home in Miami and doesn't look for them at all. Thankfully, I've been able to have a better life for them here in Bama, since it's simpler living and they get more help here than back home. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Teresa says, I'm a single parent of almost 12-year-old. I do everything, taking him to the doctor appointments, dentist appointments, and IEP meetings. When I get stressed out, my son tells me to breathe in and out.
Yeah. Yeah, that helps. Take those
Mhm.
deep breaths and just breathe. And
Yeah.
always try to get in at least 5 minutes to yourself.
Well, it's good. He understands, you know,
Yeah.
and you're
Yeah.
stressed.
And always know that you are doing the best you can.
Yeah.
Hold on, y'all. I have to make my coffee. Be right
Okay.
back.
Lorianda says, I had an ex-boyfriend who said he would not be able to not be able to handle
Not
the
be able
autism
to
in
the
Brandon.
autism and Brandon. Yeah,
Hmm.
something's missing there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I guess
so it
the
must
idea
be
is you
not be
wouldn't
able
be
to
able to
handle the
deal with it.
autism in Brandon.
Yeah, wouldn't be able to deal with it. I think is what
Oh
she's
yeah.
saying. Yeah,
Yeah, right here. Yeah,
handle
handle autism in
autism and
Brandon.
Brandon.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, at least he was honest about it. Said it being in a bad situation. Not saying him being in a bad situation, because I'm not saying that's a bad situation, but him, you know, being there and not happy, you know, being upset or being stressed and not being able to cope with it would make it a bad situation. So at least he was able um to admit it.
Yeah,
Um
that's the good thing that he admitted it. Yeah. Okay, he was on
mhm,
YouTube. Now you're on Facebook.
okay.
Cool.
Just saying it. See, just seen Joshua after 6.5 months.
Yeah.
I haven't had any kind of break except respite since I started homeschooling Ralph. My husband goes on weekend hunting trips 2 or 3 times a year. He forgets I need a break too. How old is Ralph now? Is he 19 or going to be 19? Yeah, he's probably going to be 20, right? Hello, good evening, everyone. Happy New Year 2023. Are you feeling better, Lorienda?
Wait, dog.
Yeah.
Be right back. Coffee sounds good.
Yeah, I have to
Wait
avoid
for it to brew.
coffee late in the day because interfere with sleep. 19, yeah.
I can sleep
Yeah,
good
that's
off a cup of coffee.
uh,
Have a nice cup of coffee before bed.
Well,
if I drink a man.
does your husband bring home some good venison, Pam?
What is it? Oh, does he?
Oh, what's that, dear?
Yeah,
I think,
deer
right?
or moose, elk, whatever. My grandson, I remember a few years ago, he shot a wild turkey, and they had wild turkey for dinner. And I asked my daughter if they drank any wild turkey with it.
Oh Lord. I remember like the guys at my job, some of them, they have hunting season in November, and they would bring back the sausage and make big pots of the chili. Oh no.
Oh my goodness.
It's just, I don't know if it could be good, but it's just
Mhm.
the thought. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I've had deer, and I've had venison, and I've had elk. Um, I've had them in restaurants. Also, I think somebody gave me some venison sausage once,
Yeah.
actually, and it was pretty good. It was good, and you know, uh, and actually, there's one hamburger chain, and I think Fuddruckers used to, maybe they still do. Just they don't have any that's near where we live now, so I don't. Any of their restaurants near where we live now, so I haven't been there in ages. But they had, I think, an elk burger was one of the things they offered. They also offered ostrich burgers.
Sammy.
Ostrich burgers, really?
Yeah,
Ostrich. Did he say ostrich?
I
I
think
said
that's what he said,
ostrich.
right?
Yeah,
Oh man.
Okay.
She says, "Thank you guys. It's nice to hear that I'm doing a good job as a mom." Once in a while because I'm a Virgo, so I overthink everything. Yes, y'all see their first Facebook page. I want them to be out in the community and involved as much as possible. I like that the community knows them, so if anything happens, people know who they are. That is
Yep,
really good.
yep. That's really good.
Yep. Do you have family where you are, Roxy?
Come here.
Okay, so he's 19. So in July he'll be 20.
Wow.
Yeah.
Time just passes.
Oh yeah. Okay. So breathing in and out. Okay, to handle stress. That's good.
Ooh, dear Chili, that just oh
Yeah. Yeah. As long as you don't have those gross tomatoes prominent in it, as long as you can bury them so you
tomatoes I could deal with.
I was gonna say I'd rather have tomato chili. I think it's just the thought of it. Like I can't even get as far as needed to think because I don't even want to go that far.
Well, I guess it depends on your outlook. Because me, I love animals. They're delicious.
Oh my goodness, Mr. Charles.
Victoria says, in many ways, I'm a single parent because I have to guide my husband in a lot of parenting skills. Being autistic himself and not having a good upbringing, he doesn't have the first clue about parenting. Add in our 3 kids are autistic as well, and it's a melting pot of different worlds colliding.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
And this shows too, those who claim that autism isn't a disability, that just autistic people communicate differently and you need to, learn to communicate their way. Well, this shows that it's nonsense because of the fact you've got an autistic parent who has difficulty figuring out how to parent 3 autistic kids. So there's more to it than we communicate differently from most people. Because, if that were just the case, then we would have ease communicating with each other.
Right.
So anyone got her coffee going.
All right, cups up.
He didn't get a deer this year, so I'm grateful.
Do you guys have to clean the deer, or you take them
That's what I was
to a special place to get them clean, Pam?
That's what I want to know.
Yeah. Well, there was the Tom Lehrer song and the hunting song that she sang. I shot the full limit that the game laws would allow. 2 game wardens, 7 hunters, and a cow.
Huh? Okay. You going. Go get you some. Go get you a cookie or something. Where are the cookies? You're going to Daddy's house. He knows it's 6 o'clock. Well, after 6. His daddy was supposed to be here. But he's staying another night tonight because they don't have school tomorrow.
Oh, that's right.
So now I have to listen to. Now I have to listen to Daddy's house for the rest of the night because.
So he's going tomorrow altogether.
Yeah, he's off schedule. So I'm gonna keep getting Daddy house. Daddy house.
Me and Brandon's dad have been divorced since 2003. His dad lives in Texas. I've been a single mom for a long time. Now that Brandon is an adult, we have slowed down a lot in the community. We were very active in his elementary, middle, and high school. We was on the go.
On the go, yes. All of you are great moms. You guys are doing what needs to be done. All of you.
Well, the fact that parents are participating in this group shows that they are trying to do the best for their kids because they're looking for
Information.
help.
Yeah.
They're the parents that don't care about their kids aren't going to participate in a group like this, and especially they're not going to be tuning into to our live discussion on Sunday evening. They're not even going to be in a group like this in the first place.
Right.
I seen this documentary one time. It's called Freakonomics, and they said that parents who take parenting courses are better parents, but then they said it's not necessarily the parenting courses they're taking, it's the point that they're taking parenting courses that makes them be better parents because they want to be better parents. They're making the effort to go and try and do these things, but it's the want, and what drives you to do that and what effort you're putting into it. The type of person who's going to go out and look for parenting classes and attend them, voluntarily are going to probably make better parents because they're already, versus parents who are, so you already got the, like Charles said, being here is already a sign. Victoria says, I'm not a Virgo and I still overthink everything.
Yeah. I mean, some people believe in that business. Others of us think it's nonsense.
Is my coffee ready?
Yeah.
And Lorianda says, thank you. I am much better. Still have a sinus infection. Oh, sorry to hear that. I am glad you're doing better though, but yeah. Migraines. She had a migraine last week when I think it was last week. We both had migraines. I think it's like she said, it's probably the weather changing and fluctuating.
Oh yeah. They closed them down. Yeah, I didn't know if they closed them down or not. I just know I haven't seen one in ages.
Budbuckers. Oh, you pouring it for me? You're so sweet. Put for yeah. If you have joined us, please make sure you hit the like or the love button. Let us know you're here. And those that are new, if you're just now joining us, this is our social gathering where we come together to learn, share, and support one another. The focus topic tonight is parenting while on autism or parenting an autism child. But if you have any other questions you want to ask, feel free to pop them in the chat. And if you are someone who can help answering a question, you are more than welcome. So thumbs up, you guys. And my daughter's so sweet. She made my coffee.
Very good.
Roxy says, no family or friends here in Alabama. Just me, just my 4 children and I.
Hi, Tanya.
Hey, Tanya, how are you?
Hi, Rihanna.
Hey, Rihanna.
Hey, Rihanna. Brewing.
Yes.
Brewing.
I used to take 2 hours a week. I used to take 2 hours a week to walk around the store, especially Hobby Lobby, go to movies, or have wine with a friend. Just me time.
Yep. There you go. Nothing like some me time. Nothing like it. Always take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself in order to take care of your loved ones. So make sure you guys get that me time in. Even if it's 5 minutes, go in the bathroom, close the door, holler, shout, scream, cry, whatever you need to do. Refresh. Come back out, refresh.
Yeah, butchers, meat processors that clean, animals that you hunted. Yeah.
Remember Kristen on here? She used to she would hunt deer and she was talking about cleaning them. Kristen Stewart, I think was that her last name?
Oh, she would do it herself?
Something, yeah, she hunted. Remember, she would be in the deer trap and she was talking about it and she said she brings them in, she puts them across the table and she cuts it open, cuts of meat, and she was telling us about the whole thing. I think that was her last name.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she lived in Kansas or Missouri because she lived where Della,
Mm-mm.
somewhat near
No,
Della,
no,
and
no.
she went to visit Della.
No, no, no. Wait till I finish my coffee now.
Um, my hat goes to parent or parents with more than one child with special needs. I only have one, and it's hard for me. I can only imagine how hard.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That's how you know she's doing a great job because I'm not gonna say she makes it look easy, but she does. She doesn't make it look, she looks like she's doing really good with them because I'm
Hmm.
sure she is. Um, Pam
Deer hanging in
says,
the shed for over a week. Wow.
He has done it before. I won't let him. Dear, oh, I can just
"Oh my
imagine.
goodness, oh my goodness,
Yes.
does it go bad like that? I mean, how long can it hang out there?"
I guess if it's freezing outside, I guess it could hang out there for a while.
Yeah.
If it's cold weather.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Yes, getting off schedule can be difficult. My son knows exactly what days he does
Oh yeah.
there. Mhm.
Yeah, DeAndre had an instance too I told you about last time when he wasn't in school, that whole week and all of a sudden
Mhm.
it was like I'm supposed to be in school. And he started
Oh yeah.
mentioning Miss Caldwell. He started
Mhm.
saying Central High School, Miss
Mhm.
Caldwell. You ready to go back? I said,
Oh,
okay. Yeah, over the
Yeah,
holiday.
I was telling Steve that he did that. Yeah, I said he was asking for his school. He said his teacher's name. Emily was the opposite. It was almost like if I don't say anything, I probably will never have to go back. And then so when we told, and it slipped my mind like to start giving her a countdown until that Saturday before. So then I was
Uh-huh.
like, "Oh, on Monday you have school," and she was like, "Ah!" She got used to it by the end of that Saturday, but yeah, she wasn't
Yeah.
too happy about it. Uh, Lorianda says, "Oh, thank you, Charles."
yeah.
And Rihanna
Rihanna
says,
said,
"Thank you.
yeah,
That means a
you
lot."
all are
Mhm,
doing a great
mhm.
job. It's
It's
the
the
interest
interest in doing what you can do be better.
better. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Yes, I'm always looking for ways to help better Brandon's life.
Mm.
I'm always looking for advice for other people's perspective on things because this autism journey is not always easy.
Right. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know.
And I want to mention too, because we had one of our members, he comes in the group often and he struggles with his son. Um, the I guess his son has the meltdowns and it's a violent pattern. But dad is doing the best he can and he comes in the group and I know he seeks out, he needs that, I'm not alone, um, or some good advice. It's sad when people come in to the group and try to ridicule a parent for sharing their struggles when all they have to do is say, I I I've been there. This is what I did.
Mhm.
you know, everybody's different. It was also sad to see some gentleman come in there and say something of the sorts of him needing, we need to whoop our kids, but well, that doesn't always work, especially when a child is having meltdowns, an older child who is like almost 300 pounds, and all that. All dad probably wanted today was a virtual hug, just to know that he wasn't alone. We have to do better in showing compassion for our parents that come in the group seeking advice or just wanting to know that there's somebody out there going through the same things they are going through. I do like the fact that a lot of our parents dived right in there. um, Even if it wasn't nothing but saying I'm praying for you, or you had some parents saying the same thing. Some parents that wouldn't have otherwise spoken up and said, I'm going through this. When they seen that, you finally hear from them because they're scared to say, I'm struggling too, because of some of the people like that guy in the
Mhm.
group. So
Yep.
I just want to commend all the parents in the group who are helpful, who are here to learn, to share, and to support other parents. This is supposed to be our safe space, and I want to keep it that way. Thank you, you guys, and you guys are doing a great job once again. And here he comes. Here he comes.
And I think it's
Hey,
good too.
DeAndre.
Hey,
Oh, he can't hear.
Oh, he heard you.
Hi.
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 how are you
Hi,
today?
DeAndre.
House.
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Oh, he said it again.
Good.
Okay, say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay,
Bye-bye,
bye.
Bye,
DeAndre.
DeAndre.
Bye-bye.
Okay,
Bye.
okay. Thank you. You
But
going?
you know, I've seen another group that I had to get out of, but it had the ambitious goal of being a support group for both parents of autistic kids and for autistic adults. But
Mm,
in fact, the autistic adults who are in it tend to be young adults with very strong opinions about things,
right, right.
and they were, you know, giving the parents in the group a hard time. They almost had an adversarial group of the parents. And I, you know, some of these young, I liken them. You know what I liken them to? I liken them to campus radicals who are claiming that their views represent the views of the student body of the university as a whole.
Mm,
And same way, you know, they try to claim this is how autistic people feel. Well, this is how people in these little
right.
groups they join
Mhm.
feel, but you know, you join a campus radical group unless you are a campus radical, and if you're not, you join those groups, you pretty quickly learn that your views are not welcome, and it's time to stop wasting your time with this group. The seventh grade. You know, does your town have, you know, junior, senior high school type of thing where seventh through ninth is considered junior high? Teresa? Oh, now, hey, you've gone mute, Nita.
Oh. So Teresa, so if seventh grade is seventh
Okay.
grade a new school from sixth grade, or is it sixth, seventh, eighth, or is it seventh and eighth and then ninth through 12th? Like, so is he going into a new school next year?
Yeah, it is a kind of
I know.
a junior high type arrangement.
Yeah. So Emily went sixth, seventh, and eighth grade together all at one school. That was her junior high. So I'm wondering if he's going to junior high for the first time and he's in sixth grade in elementary school. A big thing that we asked about, of course, was the switching classrooms and then the PE, dressing out for PE and how that would work, how that would look. Would he be in APE, so like the special education PE or regular PE? Those are some questions that we had. And then if he is switching classes or not, what does he do during the passing period? Is he alone? Or if he studies in the same class all day, what does he do during passing period? Is he free to roam around? Those are
Yeah, because
things that we were
he just got into a new school, right? I think she said that last time.
last year.
No, last our last meet. He's now going to another school because
Oh,
of
is
what
he? Oh, okay.
I think that's what I thought she said.
Okay, let me see what she can
Yeah,
in here.
because I know my
It
parents
says,
prepared me
okay.
It's
seventh or
seventh.
eighth grade.
Okay,
Because
seventh
my
through
parents
eighth grade.
prepared me for, you know, the high school experience, which I knew I would start to experience in seventh grade, because seventh through ninth in the
Yeah.
town I grew up in was junior high. And so, you know,
Same with me. When I grew up, it was
Mhm.
junior high, seventh through ninth.
so they
And then, so
prepared
that's
me.
pretty much, oh,
They prepared me in advance for the idea I would have a home room that I would
Mhm.
go to start the day, and I would end up the day in that homeroom. But in between, I would go to different classrooms for my different classes. And, you know, it took a little getting used to having just a few minutes to get from one class to the next, you know, having to get to the next class before the bell rang. And then also there was a little schedule mix up for me because I was in algebra 2 rather than 7th grade math because of my level of math. And so because of that, they got things a little mixed up with my schedule, but they got that straightened out in a few days. So, they got everything squared away with that.
So with the change of school, Teresa, I would, those were the concerns we had. Like Charles said, it does start to look different. It looks more like high school next year. So even though it's 7th and 8th grade, junior high, yeah, I would ask those questions, the changing of classrooms, the passing period, if they are or aren't changing classrooms, then dressing out for PE, things like that. Roxy says we should get a coffee emoji on here. Lorienda
Yeah.
said
Nugget
Fuddruckers
burgers.
has huge burgers. And Tanya says, hope everyone is doing good.
Yeah, I'm
Thanks,
doing
Tanya.
fine.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
yes, Bonita, we all need that time. So challenging to find
So
it.
challenging. Yes, it can be.
Roxy says, thanks, Lorienda. Lorienda says, I have drove to the beach and go to a part more secluded and screamed as long as I could, then sit and look at the water and the waves.
And you need that sometimes. You
Mhm.
need that sometimes. And sometimes just going in the car, because I've done it, just go sit in the car,
Mhm.
close the door, and just have a good cry. You need to do
Yeah, I've
that
done that.
sometimes.
Hmm. Yeah.
And it's okay, you guys. It is okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
A week or so, I will have to tell you a story sometime when I forgot it was there and went out to smoke.
Uh-oh.
To smoke.
Uh-oh. I want to hear
Um,
that one. I
I
got to
know. I
hear
want to
that
hear
one.
it too. Oh, we're supposed to get a team, a moderators meeting going, anyways.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have that
Yeah.
soon.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, we should have did
Rox,
that yesterday. I forgot.
yeah, I know. I just yeah.
If I don't wake up
Uh,
early, I won't have to go to school. Wow.
So I'll stay asleep.
I wish life was like that.
Mm.
Um, she says, "LOL, Brandon is exactly like Emily. If you don't mention school going, he ain't going to bring it up. LOL, he loved being out from school." There was a time, I think it was last year for sure, and part of first semester this year. She would not miss a day. If we could like, oh no, what are we gonna do? She needs to stay home, and she would not miss a day. Now she's complaining the opposite.
And DeAndre
It's
was
also
just the
yeah,
opposite. DeAndre was
yeah,
he didn't want to go to school. It was a
yeah. I
time,
remember.
no, he did not want to go. And now I think it's because this teacher, she has them in doing so many things. They have so many
Yeah.
activities going on. So
Hmm.
that's one part.
That's one part that's difficult with multiple kids. One needs warned of things coming up. Another gets anxious with no one beforehand. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
How do I get Queen to wear a bra? Help. If I remember, she's 10 or 11, 12, right around there, right? Queen?
I think she's 12.
I think.
She
Yeah,
just had a
okay.
birthday not too long ago, right?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, it's you get these
What?
sensory issues, and I think the sensory issues with colds are worse for girls who are on the spectrum, girls or women who are on the spectrum, than for boys or men who are, because in female wardrobe there are more articles of clothing that have to be snug to the body than there are in male wardrobe. The only thing really that I wear that's snug to my body is my socks.
And Roxy might have information on this too. What I did with Emily is I got her started with like a sports bra type thing, sports like training bra before she needed them. So then that way, by the time she needed a bra, she was already used to it. But that's something that would definitely start with the bra, is to start with the sport bra, maybe you know, of course, no underwire, just something kind of loose fitting to begin with, so it's not bugging her as much, and then gradually work her way up to a normal one. Roxy might have some tips too on that. So hopefully that helps. He loved riding the bus to and from school, his school lunches, art class, and delivering mail to the teachers.
Oh,
Yeah.
Compassion.
yep, compassion.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. Key word right there, Pam.
Mhm.
Of course, to me, my favorite part of school was math class. Math and chemistry is another favorite subject of mine.
Hmm. Yeah, the math genius.
Well, I don't know about
Mhm.
genius, but
Hmm.
Lauren
Right,
says that's
Lorian.
what AAU is about: support, love, hugs, share experiences
Yeah.
safely. Yep. It was the one with the pictures on there recently, right? You're
Yeah.
talking about like the other day, or yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
just
with
this evening. Hmm.
yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I was just seeing it on there right before I logged on here. With my favorite girl, bought ones made from different materials, and I tried to get them, I guess, in her favorite color. Maybe take her with you and yeah, let her pick them out, and then just start with something comfortable, and then work her way up. But yeah, yeah,
yeah,
it's
put comfortable ahead of functional.
Mm.
Pam says, "Hey, DeAndre."
Mhm.
Yeah.
Shh. He ran back in the room. Shh.
Sonia says, we tried everything. She won't wear them.
Okay.
Maybe also starting with the tank top, the shells, not a shell. It's like the layering tank tops that you can wear under another shirt, or you wear it like I'll try to send you a link of it. But it's essentially a tank top, spaghetti straps. They have them at Walmart, and they go with a V-neck one way, or you can turn around as a scoop neck, and it's kind of fitted like a sport bra, but it's full length. So that might get her used to having something more on, I mean, something beneath her clothes on.
Mm.
And then a sports bra is just basically that, but half the length. So you can kind of trick her that that's it is an undershirt, and it does give her some kind of support as well. It's just defeating when others with children on the spectrum have less challenging journey and assume you are not doing it right. I
Right.
try not to take it personal and and shrug it off, because that's the thing too. Like Victoria was saying, she has 3 kids on the spectrum, and then her husband also. And the thing is that if you were to say that they think differently and they communicate differently, maybe they're all communicating differently in their own way differently, you know. Like we know that there's different levels on the spectrum, there's different understanding, different levels of development. Like Victoria said, one needs to have a heads up on what's coming, the other one can't take what's coming because of the anxiety levels. So I mean, it goes to show that, like they say, you met one person with autism, you met one
Met one
person with
person.
autism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
to
that
compare
and
anything straight across the board is not
right.
accurate.
And that's how some parents, a couple of them in the group, that's how they just act. My child is this way,
Mhm.
so your child should be this way. Or,
Mhm.
we parent our child this way, so you should be parenting your child because my
Exactly.
way is the right way.
And this worked for my child, it will
Right.
work for your child.
Right. Come
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
now.
And even when it comes to the question of medication, that especially has to be tailored to the individual
Yeah,
child.
it does. It
You know,
really does.
and even whether
Yeah.
medication of any kind is appropriate, varies from one child to the next.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, if it's even appropriate or which is the appropriate medication. Instead of going into the psychologist, oh, I want, or a psychiatrist, I want this medication. It worked for such and such. Well, that your child isn't the same person.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Whenever I see questions in this group about medication, I will say, ask your doctor. Talk to your doctor, because ultimately, these medications are going to have to be prescribed anyway, and you want to get the information from someone who knows best about the medication, not
Right.
from that's like getting Jack to do a job that you need a professional to do.
Right.
Mhm.
Hey Danielle, it is
Hey, Danielle.
Girl
Hi,
Scout
Danielle.
cookie time. I need some girl. I need my Girl Scout cookies, Danielle. I know you got them. Where they at? Where they at?
Was she sick? She said still recovering.
Who?
Danielle
Danielle.
says still recovering.
Oh, long week for me. I don't know. Where you sick, Danielle?
Or still recovering from the week.
Oh, from the week. Okay, because I don't
Maybe.
remember. Yeah, maybe that's what
Yeah,
she's from.
that may be. Yeah.
What? You said cookies. Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah. Okay. So
Ari
say
heard
it
me
as a
say.
new.
I know she
Ari,
was like, you said cookies.
right. Ari, come here. You said Girl Scout cookies. She came in real fast.
Well, best thing, Teresa, find out, all you can about how seventh grade is like. Is it like a junior high where you have a homeroom and go to different classes? Find that out, and then you can best prepare your son for, this is what to expect come September or come end of August, whenever your school year begins.
Nice. He started going to gym class without a meltdown.
I see Danielle's post at the bottom, and you are a regular, and you are welcome to share the Girl Scout link here if you want to. So, anybody interested in purchasing Danielle? She's the girl. I mean, purchasing Girl Scout, not purchasing Danielle, but purchasing Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, and Rihanna brings up something that might be helpful to a child that's going into a junior high or going into high school environment for the first time, and that's if you can get a layout, a floor plan, if you will, or something along the line, map of the school, of how the classrooms are arranged and so on, because then you can show your child, and even find out ahead of time what the child's homeroom is going to be, and you can kind of show him where the different rooms are, and then when he finds out, and if you can find out at least before school starts what his classrooms are going to be, you can show him on the map, where he's going to have to go for the things, show him where the school restrooms are and all that.
Yeah, make sure you do visiting. What are you doing, Sammy?
And Lorianda says, not necessarily. Some parents were stressed better outwardly, but inwardly, trust me, their health is affected. I'm
Oh
not
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my goodness. Yeah, Emily's been having a rough time at school, and I guess it was since October. She had a couple incidents on the bus, but the bus driver was either calling in sick, then they started to get a substitute here or there, and then I guess they got a new bus driver now, but it seemed like when all that stuff was going on is when things started to get kind of, because when kids have a substitute, they act up. So it sounded like when they had substitute bus driver, there was no regulation on the bus, and it was kind of out of sorts and things like that. So Emily had a few incidents on the bus and then school, and she had a meltdown this week about her socks, and there was no way she was gonna make it through school that day. It's just she's at nighttime, she's been a little iffy, but my fibromyalgia has been bothering me, because you internalize stress, and then you don't want them to really see it, because then it just makes their stressful situation even more stressful. And yeah, I'm definitely that parent.
Wait,
My daughter's
before
so
wait, before that.
uh,
We are nearing the end. We're gonna finish up these last few comments, but if you have something you want to share, you have a business, you're selling t-shirts, you're doing something awesome for autism, you have an organization, please come on up and join us. If you have some last words, you are more than welcome to join us up here. And carry on. I'll buy Danielle. I need the extra help.
So let me go back to that. Okay.
Lorienda said purchase. yeah, I didn't mean to say.
My daughter still fights me to put one on in the mornings. I have to force them on her. I take her iPad and she knows that until she doesn't put it on, she ain't gonna have that iPad back. Consistency is key.
Yeah. I put the
It's
link
those little
in
victories that make the difference.
I put the link in the chat for anybody who would like to come on up.
We're already laughing at Pam's story. We don't even know the details yet. I know.
Right. We're gonna get that team meeting.
We
going,
are.
So.
Self-care this week. Write a letter to yourself. List your accomplishments. You've done more than you think you have. Be kind to you. We should do that.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks, Danielle. My son hates to miss school. I have to look at the school calendar to schedule his appointments. Oh, she's almost 13. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's been here probably since, we've probably been seeing her since she was 11, huh? I don't know if she was 10 when she started being on here, but yeah.
I believe 10. I believe I remember her being 10.
And I think Ralph seemed like he was, what, 15, huh? When we first, at least.
So fast.
Yeah, I know. Oh my goodness. Yes, the kiddos switch out of moods and school depending on the teachers. Yeah, you're right, Nita, because when he got the teachers that had him doing lots of activities.
Yep. Oh, I still had this scrolling. I forgot all about that scrolling.
With our children, you have to be willing to try different toothbrushes, bras, toilet seats. Yep, exactly. I actually pick up my son 1 or 2 hours early, depending on his therapy schedule, just so he doesn't have to be there the entire day, so he doesn't have to deal with the movement of release. That was something we did for Emily. I forgot at the beginning of junior high, what we did was she would go in, because I picked her up and I dropped her off and picked her up. What we did was she would walk to her class after bell ring, and they were already in the classroom, and they would release her about 5 or 10 minutes early when I would go pick her up. So she didn't have to deal with that either in the very beginning of transitioning.
Okay.
And I think my mouse died. And Cami tank with the shelf bra. Yeah, exactly. And then they have the ones without it, if she has to even go back that far to try it without the cami shelf bra in there, and then move up to that one. But yeah, I think some things getting close to, like, something like it, and then ease it up to one.
Yep, consistency is key.
Yep.
One person with autism, you only know one person with autism.
Right, that is so true.
Absolutely.
And
autism or not, all children are different. Yeah.
Yes,
so absolutely true. Cynthia. And by the way, I might add that I'm married to a Cynthia.
Sports bras and full coverage bras, not ones with wires, because she's extremely active. I don't know that just sounds too hard. Yeah, I think that's exactly what Roxy said too. Starting with tank top. Exactly. Yes. Very true, Lorienda, because it's very different for Jaylene than it is for Raymond, especially when one is a girl and one is a boy.
Yeah, and there's the fact, as even us guys know, and I see this with Cindy, I mean, women get home from being out and about. First thing I do is get out of their bra.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's an uncomfortable piece of clothing.
It is very much so, especially in the summertime.
Yeah.
Okay. Sending
Love
everyone love and prayers.
right
Tanya.
back at you, Tanya. Thank you.
Thank you. Right back at you, babe. Thank you. Great.
Yeah.
My mother's name is Cynthia. My mother-in-law's name is Cynthia.
All these
Okay.
Cynthias.
I know.
Yeah.
Bra off done for, right. Once that bra comes off, don't ask for nothing else. That's it. I have found people telling me they have an autistic child. Now, all people will say so. Say it, right? Well, no one wants to come up. Go on once, go on twice. You are more than welcome. If not, we will be here again next week, same place, same time. If you have some parting words, let us know. Linda, you did not share your parenting with us this evening.
I would say we do well working together with Emily. We both pick up. We pick up. I don't know. We do that with everything because I worked at home too, so we're always working together. So one does everything is done for Emily. What one doesn't do, the other one does. The IAP appointments are done with both. Trying out something new, calling the doctors, doing all that. We do it as a team. We just do different functions, I guess. And then she's a girl, so there's more things that can only be done by me. And then yeah, but he does a lot for her. He does a lot for her, and then she has everything done. He's really good with. I'm not so great with schedules. He's really good with schedules. So he does really good with that part. As for me, I'm more of let's go along and gauge and see how things work out, what time we do this. But yeah, and as far as like warning, we get together, put our heads together. Okay, Emily, we have this coming up. We got this plan. So yeah, it's just yeah, we work.
Y'all work good together.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
together.
It took some time. Yeah, it took some time, and sometimes we don't see eye to eye on certain things, on how to handle certain things. But we talk about it when she's not, able to hear us.
Okay.
So, but yeah, but we make it work and we do good.
Awesome.
Very good.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for sharing. We will return next week, same time, same place. Everybody have an awesome week. Let us know what things you want to talk about, and we can make it happen. I'm still shooting for that 100. Still shooting for that 100. We're gonna have 100 in here soon, before it's all over. Okay, everybody.
All right.
Okay, so right.
Wait, someone said.
Y'all have a great week. Sending positive vibes.
Shared it. Gracious lady.
Paid for Olive Garden. I cannot say certainly that it was related to my son's autism, but it might be a contributing factor.
Oh, that was awesome.
So nice.
That was really nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Cindy and I actually got treated to lunch today, but it was because I gave the talk today. So
that was
a group of our friends took us to lunch afterward.
Oh, nice. Thank you, Roxy.
Go scuba Steve. Okay, Jess Ann,
Good night, Miranda.
we will be back here next week. Good night, everybody. I
Yep.
appreciate each and every one of you. Love, share, and support is what we are all about. See you guys next week.
All right. Good
Bye,
night,
everyone.
everyone.
Have a
Night.
good week, everyone.
I can take these rabbit ears off
Good
now.
night, Cynthia.
You got to come back with them next week. Bye, everyone.
Bye.